Hey guys, so right now I'm going to be reviewing Thrice's latest album called Palms. But before I get into that, I just want to say if you want to support this channel, then there will be a PayPal link down below, so you can click through that and donate whatever you want if you want to donate. So yeah, that's it. So yeah, so let's get into the review. So Thrice, well, they're a band that kind of isn't one that you could really pigeonhole. I mean, they just kind of do what they do. They're not, you couldn't really pin them to a particular genre because each album they do is different, and even each song is different. They've done albums like The Alchemy Index, and even on Visu it was quite kind of all over the place. Really, there's some like really there's some quite heavy stuff on there. Then there was some like really kind of soft stuff as well, and yeah, but that's kind of good that how they do that. But on the newer stuff, they seem generally kind of more softer in a way. Like they don't have as many kind of the more heavier kind of songs. But um, I suppose in some ways it does sound kind of heavy because they do have like this kind of doom kind of feel to it, but they're not like as vocally heavy as they were. Um, but yeah, I've noticed that there's not as many of the um, growls or screams or whatever you want to call it in the newer stuff, which doesn't really matter because I mean I can still enjoy it whatever it is, unless you're some kind of elitist who only likes certain things and thinks that other things are rubbish. And if someone else disagrees with that, then they're then you try and argue with them or whatever. And yeah, I don't think there's any need for that. But yeah, Thrice latest album, thought it was quite interesting actually. They kind of brought back in some like the doom kind of feel a little bit from the previous album that they did. There's like a song called Only Us, which is like one of the songs they put out before the album, I think. And it's got this kind of like old kind of sound to it. It's got this kind of synth thing going on, which I think is quite interesting. Like how they blended that with like these like heavy guitar sounds, this kind of like doomy kind of feel with the guitars, which I thought was quite interesting. And they also did a song a little before that. I think it was a song called "The Grey." That was just kind of more of a straight up song, really, more of like a alternative rock kind of sound to it. As do some of the songs on this do, but some of them kind of branch out, to a different kind of genre. Like there's some kind of softer stuff. There's a mix of stuff, really. If I remember, there was actually a song that's kind of got more aggressive parts in it. It's kind of more like, and it's more fast. It's more like it's kind of got more of like a punk rock kind of vibe to it. So yeah, there's quite a lot of diversity, which I think is quite cool how the band actually kind of pulls all that stuff off. But yeah, so yeah, the vocals, I enjoy his vocals. I personally think they're good vocals. They always have been, even though they've changed over time, but it's not a change that I dislike. I just see it as kind of evolution, really. Yeah, so they've definitely evolved over time. It seems to have this kind of like texture to his voice. I don't know what's kind of caused that. I guess it's just over like age. It kind of has that effect, but I don't see that as a bad thing. It's just if you listen to like the older stuff, like albums like Identity Crisis and Illusion of Safety and all that, you notice it's got a much like, it's got a kind of like on his clean vocals, they sound really kind of like clean, in a way, like they're really, like a lot of them anyway. Like it's more of this kind of like you don't hear as much of that texture. I mean, it does like kind of add the kind of thing, but yeah, on the new stuff, I've noticed that his voice is kind of like on his. I mean, basically they are kind of clean vocals, but they're not like they've got this kind of like a texture to it. I don't know. It's kind of hard to describe, but yeah. But yeah, so all the instruments, they're all pretty good. Yeah, it's not massively technical. I mean, if you listen to the early stuff, it was quite technical, but as they got as they progressed, they actually became less technical generally. But I suppose the technicality comes from the kind of exploration of different genres, putting all that together. So it's actually pretty complex when you think about all the different genres that they can kind of branch out to. Yeah, so yeah, I think it's a good listen, as are all the records. Don't really have anything bad to say about it. Yeah, so let me know. I mean, I don't know what score I'd put on it. Probably I don't know, an 8 or something, 8.5. I don't know. I don't even know what's. I mean, I don't know what score I'd put on it. I think it's kind of it's hard to put scores on albums. It's a kind of subjective thing. It's hard to kind of say what you feel like the score should be. But whatever. I'm gonna finish this now. So if you wanna, like, I mean, feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below and like, dislike, and share this out. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Did you like this album? Did you dislike this album? What are your reasons for that? Yeah, so till next time, peace out.